Thanks, Samson. Obviously, not tokenism at all. Obviously, not tokenism. And let me also put this in perspective as we set out. I want you to cross-check from 92 whether there has been any period in history when 21 officials have been put before trial. Check it. Whether there has been any period under any Attorney General that we had 21 people in 4 different cases in court, high-profile cases in court at the same time.
Yeah, the National Service case, there are way more than 21.
Yes, hold it. Yeah. Hold it. You know, I'm talking in respect of political appointees.
Okay.
All right? Just check that in history. If you have it, you can let me know. Because in the cases that we are in court with, and I'm not talking about whether the persons are guilty or not, that's not the argument. That will be for the court to determine. But I'm talking about if you look at the NCA, you look at SNET, you look at Opuni and Agongo, and then you look at venture capital, and you look at Maslock. The number of persons involved. Let's check whether since 92 we've ever had any such numbers. And my checks reveal that we've never in our history had any such numbers. So it is not true that there is tokenism on our part.
Honorable, you know, I just take that one now because Kwame Nkrumah signed
the Fourth Republic.
After Kwame Nkrumah's the Commission, they were way more than 20.
In the Fourth Republic. Now, so Samson, time has come for us to review other documents and to go to court. And let me say this.
There were even people within your party who were accusing the Attorney General of not doing anything, and that's, you had talked about prosecution, and you are not doing anything.
You see, sometimes, Samson, you push such people to mention those cases, and then they will give you media reportage of alleged corruption, which is no evidence for prosecution. That's totally different. You see, you can only say that we haven't prosecuted if you have evidence that there is conclusive investigation on the part of CID, IOCO, or any other state entity. The docket is before the Attorney General, and it has not been prosecuted.
The Capital Bank and UTM Bank came down how many years ago? Why has it taken this long?
When did the dockets of these banks come to the Attorney General? That's what you should be asking yourself. When, not when they came down. And the extensive documentation involved, Samson, the investigators had to do a lot more. And even when they came with it and we reviewed it, we realized that there were still a lot of gaps. So prosecution, otherwise maybe you are urging us to persecute people. But if we have to prosecute, we have to follow due process. You know that it is not in debate that the decision to prosecute lies in the bosom of the Attorney General by Article 88, strictly speaking. But you see, you exercise that discretion in compliance with Article 296, the exercise of discretionary power. You don't have to look at a person and by the fact that you resent that person or you do not like that person's nose or face, then you start taking the person to court. That's not it. You're supposed to go through processes. And you know that when you go to court, Samson, the very day you arrive, the judge has a discretion to discharge the accused person. If, for example, the facts do not support the charges that you have leveled against the person, he can at that stage alone discharge. You can apply
for the defense lawyers, that's what we'll look at first.
Absolutely.
And embarrass.
So the Attorney General, we don't have to run to court because we want to satisfy people's anger. We have to go to court only when we are ready to prosecute. Otherwise.